Hey folks, what's going on? Back again, create another do-it-yourself home video. For those who don't know, I do this every now and then. So here we go. We got this 2011 Hyundai here. Show y'all, Hyundai Sonota GLS. You can see it, 2011. Not gonna show you the VIN number, but I'll show you everything else. Can you see it? There you go. All right, so there's a clunking noise that comes from the steering wheel. So after a little bit of diagnosing and finding some problems, this here is your steering motor, which is on the back of your steering column. Steering wheel. Yeah, it's a lot of mess here. You got to take everything apart to get to this thing. So the problem here is, I don't know if you guys can see this little guy here. It's all chewed up. So this guy falls apart. This thing here. This little piece of rubber, they call it a steering column. It's about 15 bucks from your local dealership. But that's your issue for my fellow technicians who like to work at home, or if you're in the shop and you just can't figure out what's going on. So it's a clunking noise coming from the steering column. Here's the part, the new one. I don't know if you can see that there. Here's the old one. It's all chewed up. You're in here, you should already know how to take down the steering column. A whole bunch of bolts. You got some long ones, you got some short ones, and some nuts. I'm talking about, the stuff for the car, not the crazy people working on them. And just clean this stuff out in here and put this motor back on. You're gonna have 3 bolts, 3 of these guys. They are Torx bits. I don't know if you can see that there. Show you my little contraption I made here. So this is what I did. I took a 1/4-inch ratchet with a 3/8 adapter step up, and I got over here a T27. So that should be your size socket. You're going to need a 12 and a 10 and a screwdriver, Phillips head, and good old set of power tools, and you can get this job done. Power tools, we get it done. So that's your problem, fellas. We got this, and ladies, I'm sorry, I'm not going to discriminate. So you got to take this motor off here, which is going to sit up in here like that. See, it's going to sit back in there. So on the back of the steering column, you are going to have to drop the entire steering column. It probably would have been easier for me to disconnect the whole thing and pull it out, but that's a pain for those who know how that is. So this was easier to me. So here you go. Let's pull out this motor, take out those 3 screws located on the sides. There'll be one here, a little triangle pattern, and you take that out. You gotta fight with it a little bit. There you go, but it's out. So you're going to take that out. It fell. Don't worry, it's not breaking. It's okay. Pretty tough gauge wire there. We're going to sit it back right there. There you go. Now we're going to open this packet here. I don't know if you guys need me to show you how to put this back together. Shouldn't be that hard if you got it apart. I'm pretty sure you should figure it out. But I'm going to go get some air tools and blow this out. I'll be right back. Alright, so got my air tool here. We're just going to blow this out. Make sure there's no dirt, no debris. I'm going to make sure that's nice and clean when you put it back together. We'll clean out the car later. That's not important. But what's important is we fixing this customer's complaint. So there you have it, folks. 2011 Hyundai. I think it goes a little bit far into the years, but I also called Hyundai and they told me it was under warranty up until I told them this thing had 102,000 miles on it, and then I was 2,000 miles out. But yeah, so it's this little guy here. Like I said, you can get it from your local Hyundai dealership. Fix the clunking. Come in a neat little package. And this is your problem. This thing here. See, it's all chewed up. Looks like a squirrel ate it. I know you guys might laugh, but squirrels really eat cars. I promise you, I've seen it. So, alright folks, I'm going to put this thing back together. Like I said, pretty sure you don't need me to show you how to do that. There's a bunch of bolts, nuts, screws. Pull out some push pins. I dropped this because I wanted to, you know, just separated that. Oh, for those who don't know, there's 2 bolts on the back of the steering wheel. I mean, behind the steering wheel. They're back here. This guy here, for when you take this lower cover out to unplug everything. If you just turn the steering wheel left and right 180 degrees, you'll be able to get everything out. It's actually not even 180, it's 90. So, turn the steering wheel, you can get to those 2 bolts on the top of the airbag, left and right. Shouldn't be that hard after that. And you drop the column, take out the plastic covers, unplug a few things, you know, just to move the wire harness out the way to give you some room. It's stuffed in there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's the wire harness. So make sure you don't break anything. And if you have no clue what you're doing, please source a local mechanic. This is not something I recommend you do if you are not familiar with removing steering columns. I am not responsible if you break your stuff. It's not my problem. But this is a do-it-yourself video. I'm just spreading the information and showing people how to do it. I'll get back to you guys with the next project.